Assalamualaikum class. Uh, this is our 15th lecture and probably last lecture of this semester. Yeah, last lecture of this semester. Okay. Uh, Today our topic is about acid rain. Well, I don't have a proper slide, so I am discussing and making a video based on PDF file. Uh, it will also help you to understand this topic. Let's start with basic definition of acid rain. Okay, here is acid rain is a rain that is acidic, uh, acidic, more acidic than it should be. Acid rain is a complicated problem affecting soil and water chemicals, uh, water, chem- water chemistry, as well as life cycles of plants and the animals on the land and in the water. In addition, weather conditions contribute to air pollution and cause acid rain to separate vast distance. Well, if we see that scientists have discovered that air pollution from the burning of fossil fuel is the major cause of acid rain. Power plants and factories burn coal, oil, and natural gas to produce electricity. We need to do all kind of things like light our homes, cars, trucks, and airplanes. Also run on gasoline or fossil fuels. When we burn things, they do not disappear. For example, when you burn a log in a campfire, ash in left, but what happened to the rest of the log? Water from the log becomes vapor and enters in the air. Burning woods also release uh, per- chemicals and particles into the air. The same thing happens when we burn fossil fuels. Burning fossil fuels sends smog and fumes into the atmosphere or the air above the earth. The main chemicals in the air pollution that creates acid rain are sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxide. Acid rain is usually formed from high in the clouds where SO2 and NOx react with water and oxygen. This form like sulfur oxide, nitric acid in the atmosphere. Sunlight increases the speed of these reactions and therefore the amount of acids in the atmosphere. Rainwater, snow, fog, and other form precipitation and then mix with the sulfuric and nitric acid in the air fall to the earth as acid rain. These are the basic definitions, and I guess you already know atmosphere, the air or gases that surround it, planetary bodies such as a sulfuric acid, an acid that can be produced in the atmosphere from the sulfur dioxide, nitric acid, an acid that can produce from nitrogen oxide, precipitation, water falling into the earth, mist, sleet, rain, hail, fog, and snow are the most common kinds of precipitation. Uh, Next, we will discuss about the hydrocycle, the movement of the water from the atmosphere to the surface of the land, soil, and plants, and back again to the atmosphere. Let's see if we discuss. Here is the diagram about hydrogen cycle. Start with lakes, rivers, oceans, into condensation, move toward precipitation as like rain, snow, hail, and fog. If we discuss about the sources of acid rain, there are two categories like man-made sources and natural sources. Man-made like activities include air pollution sources, emitting sulfur, nitrogen gases like factories, power generation facilities, and automobiles. In particular, the use of coal for electrical power generation is the biggest contributor gases emission leading to acid rain. On the other hand, natural acids like there are also natural sources of acids such as volcanoes, geysers, and hot springs. Well, these natural acids contribute to only a small portion on the to the acid rainfall in the world today. Uh, Unfortunately, the large amount of acid produced by human activities overload the natural acidity and so ecosystem of planet. So here is a picture of sources of acid rain, man-made natural resources. The major concern is man-made in which our factories, movement of pollutants, gases floating in atmosphere, and then particularly pollution in atmosphere, dry depression, and these combinations affect as of yesterday. So next is their effects of acid rain on ecosystem. Well, acid rain and the air pollution that cause it can severely damage ecosystem and ecosystem in all the living, non-living things in the area as well as interaction between them. Like the ecological effects of acid rain are the most rarely seen effects for environments like such as streams, lakes, uh, marshes, where it can be harmful to fish and even other wildlife. As a flow through the soil, acidic water can leach aluminium foam, soil clay particles, and then flow into the stream and lakes. So the second effect, acid rain effect on pests. Acid rain cause significant damage to forest. It directly affect trees and other plants which are important to the ecosystem as a whole because they are primary producers. Acid rain can be extremely harmful to forest system like acid rain that seeps into the ground can dissolve nutrients such as magnesium and calcium that trees need to be healthy. Acid rain also causes aluminum to be released into the soil which make it difficult for trees to take up water. Next is the effect of acid rain on ponds, lakes, and streams. Like acid rain are the most commonly seen aquatic environments such as streams, lakes, and marshes. Acid rain follows to stream, lakes, and marshes after falling on fresh fields, buildings, and roads. Acid rain also falls directly to the aquatic habitats. Okay, move forward. Well, class, I'm giving you very, little concept about their effects. If you have any confusion, you can read whole details. Still, you have any confusion, you can ask. Okay, move forward. A major concern effects of acid rain causing pollutants on humans. Acid rain can cause health problems in people like air pollution like sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxide, uh, can cause respiratory disease or can make this disease worse. The disease like asthma, and difference, like it makes it hard for people to breathe. Acid looks feel the taste just like clean rain. Walking in acid rain or even swimming in acid lake is no more dangerous for someone than walking or swimming in clean water. However, breathing air that contains the pollutants that cause acid rain can damage human health. Sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, particulate matter, and ozone all irritate or even damage our lungs. These effects are mostly seen in people whose lungs have already been uh, weakened by frequent respiratory illness, but even healthy people can sometimes have painful, difficult breathing because of air pollution. Ozone is a dangerous pollution that is caused by air pollution, especially in the summer. Exposure to high level of ozone have been linked a number of health problems. We already discussed there is a number of health problems. Even in the last sector, noise pollution, we also figure out that how much health problem we can face. Ozone can make the illness such as asthma. Major concern related to breath problem. Ozone can also reduce to the system mobility. But let's see what is this disease of this respiratory illness disease. Disease, a type of disease that affects the lungs and other parts of respiratory system. Respiratory disease may be caused by infection. Even the major concern that other form of air pollution and acid rain. This system, the organism in our body involved with the process of breathing. Next topic is about effects of acid rain on man-made materials when acid rain and dry acid particles fall to the earth. The nitric and sulfur acid that make the particles acid can man buildings and other man-made structures and damage their surface. The acidic particles for road, metal and cause paint and stone to deteriorate more quickly. The acid rain speeds up the process like acid rain can rust metal and cause marble statues curved long 4 foot tall. Their features. This happens because marble is made of bone or calcium which can be dissolved by acid. Calcium carbonate is also found in the how effective already okay. But and what to control or save this from acid rain. Well, EPA has EPA like Environmental Protection Agency has been working with the progressive and other federal government agencies, state, local, and scientists and builders to solve the acid rain problem over the 15 years. And they start a program about cap and trade program to reduce emission, like it is emission trading, market-based approach, controlling pollution by providing economic incentive for reducing the emission of pollutants, like how a central authority allocates or sell a limited number of permits that allow the discharge of specific quantity of specific pollutant over a set time period. Conversion and environmental policy rules that control large amount of pollution for cap and trade programs set a cap for limit on emissions and amount for emission are trade between source and so that economic market allows that should reduce cost. Cap is the limit that is placed on the amount of pollutants that can be emitted. That cap is very important because it makes sure the emission of pollutants are reduced. Sustenance money that right. First you understand the problem and then market the right. These monitoring stations contain equipment that continuously collects air quality data and samples. These devices measure many things, including the amount of pollution in the air, the pH of rain, the amount of rainfall, and the surrounding temperature. These are server networks made up for many stations taking sample in different areas so they can get better idea about what they highlight the problem and how they can control and what is the situation of that problem level. The Clean Air Status Network takes samples from the most rural areas around the different. The basic key is that first you understand highlight the problem and you continuously monitor it and then you respond according to the situation. And the next one is and the major one is alternative ways of producing energy. Uh, there are other sources of energy besides fossil fuel. These include hydroelectric electric power, wind power, nuclear power, solar power, fuels. And people have been using wind and water power for centuries. Nuclear power plants collect for energy release by splitting tiny atoms apart inside nuclear reactors. So major concern is that you need to come up with alternative ways of producing energy compared with fossil fuels and other. All sources of energy have benefit and limitation, including the cost of producing the energy. All of these factors must be weighted when deciding which energy sources to use. So in the last, what you can do to help, what you can do to help. Well, obviously, all environmental problems like including acid rain or cause or effect by the combined force friction of individual paper. This is the this is why individual can play a big role part in solving this. While you cannot run a national wide cap and trade program from your classroom, there are many things you can do to help reduce pollution and protect the environment. Like conserve electricity by turning off lights, appliances, and computers when no one is using. Next is change the light, change the word program text. Like it means use energy efficient light bulbs in your home, which is less or no harmful for the environment and take less units of less electricity compared with other. You can also lower your energy consumption by using energy stars projects and plans like including TVs, computer, refrigerator, washing machine, and air conditioner. Third, you can greatly reduce acid and cause emission by changing your transportation habits. Try to reduce the amount of time you spend in the car by walking, biking, or taking public transport. When you drive, plan trips ahead of time to minimize miles traveled. Drive the most fuel efficient car you can. obviously we already discussed about the Pakistan traffic pollution, traffic system, vehicle system, their vehicles conditions, and you can get better idea. The fourth one is reduce green gas emission by turning the thermostat down and a little bit in winter. Like new technologies can greatly increase the efficiency of your heating or air conditioning and other appliances. And if you provide information about of some of these technologies and other ways to reduce green waste, greenhouse gas emissions. Okay, that's more to the lecture and about this. Uh, obviously, a lot of German class, wonderful time to class. Uh, wish you best of luck for the future. Best wishes to all of you. Work hard. Just achieve your just achieve your desire. And remember the new prayer as well. Be right.